Utah residents are allowed to register and vote same day at early voting centers and election day vote centers. There are a few requirements that must be met in order to register as a same-day voter. Voters must be U.S. citizens. They must currently be a resident of Salt Lake County. They must be at least 18 years old by election day in the general election, and they must provide both valid ID and proof of residence. A list of valid IDs and proof of residence documents can be found both in the poll worker manual and on the Salt Lake County Elections website. If the voter has met all of these requirements, you can begin processing their provisional form. It is critical that all required information is completed on the provisional form. To ensure completeness, review each section of the provisional form before entering the voter into the poll pad. The eligibility section of the form requires the voter to select if they are a United States citizen and if they will be 18 by the time of election day in the general election. Both must be marked yes to continue processing the form. The personal information section of the form requires a last name, first name, date of birth, and place of birth. If applicable, have the voter also fill in place of naturalization and date of naturalization. The address section requires a street address, city, state, and zip code. Verify if the voter has an apartment number. The mailing address section is optional. The identification section requires either a Utah driver's license number, a Utah state ID number, or the last four of their social security number. The party affiliation section is optional. If this section is not completed, check with the voter to see if they meant to leave it blank. The signature section must be signed and dated. The final section will be completed by you, the provisional specialist. Write the name of the vote center and where you are working. Next, you will select the type of provisional voter you are processing. You will need to check the correct box and fill in the corresponding information to the right. There are 4 different types of voters. The first type is the voter who is not found in the system. For this type of voter, you will need to record the type of ID shown and the proof of residency shown. Be descriptive. If the voter showed you a Utah driver's license, write UT driver's license. If they showed you a utility bill, write utility bill. The second type of voter is one who may have already voted. You will need to record the type of ID shown. The third type of voter is an already registered voter who forgot their ID. You will not need to record ID or proof of residence, but you will need to inform them that they have 5 business days to present their ID to the Salt Lake County Election Office at the Salt Lake County Government Center. The fourth type of voter is one who has changed their name. You will need to record the type of ID shown. The rest of the information in this section will be completed as you register the voter on the poll pad. You will now begin entering the voter information into the poll pad. Using the first 3 letters of their last name and the first 3 letters of their first name, search for the voter. If the voter does not appear in this search, you will want to do an advanced search. You will want to search by either the date of birth, address, or driver's license number. Here, you can see an advanced search with the date of birth. If the voter still does not appear, you will want to select Register in the top right corner. Because you have already done the advanced search, you will select Yes, and then Next. Now you will begin entering the voter's information into the poll pad using the information provided on the provisional form. Enter the voter's first name, last name, date of birth, political party, and place of birth. If the voter did not make a selection under party affiliation, select Unaffiliated. Now you will enter the voter's address. You will enter the house number first, then the street name. The full address will pop up as you type in the street address. You must select the correct address from the pop-up. If the pop-up does not appear, you must call the help desk. Here you see the precinct code associated with the voter's address. Write the precinct code from the poll pad on the provisional form. You will write the code at the bottom of the form on the voting precinct line. Once you have written the precinct code, initial in the section that says poll worker initials. Have the voter confirm that their information on the poll pad is correct. Spin the poll pad around and have them confirm. Now have the voter sign the voter confirmation. You, the poll worker, will initial that this information is correct. You can now create the voter card. Insert the card with the chip facing you. Select Create Card. And now you will need to scan the barcode on the top of the provisional form. Hold the form behind the poll pad. The poll pad will show a confirmation screen once the card has been created. Tear the tag off the top of the provisional form. Hand the provisional tag, the voter card, and the voter's ID and proof of residence back to them. The provisional tag can be used by the voter to check the status of their provisional vote. The voter is now free to vote at any available voting machine.